Why are so many intelligent people still struggling? Why are they still struggling with their health, their finances, their relationships, their self-esteem, their sense of fulfilment or belonging to life? Why are so many creative people and naturally talented people still not expressing their true gifts? Why are so many people sacrificing their own creativity for the likes of AI, ChatGPT, and all of its cousins? You know that there's no one on the planet exactly like you. No one who looks the same, sounds the same, believes the same things, has the same gifts, fingerprints, sense of humour. You're unique. And if there's ever a time on our planet where uniqueness, new thoughts, new paradigms, new people, new ways of doing things are needed, that'd be right now. And the great news is that means this is your time. Your time is now. If you've ever thought that you've left it too late, that you belong to a different time, that people don't want to hear or see or use what it is that you have to offer, then you're mistaken. It's faulty thinking, because people are well aware now that the ways of the past, they haven't worked. The ways of the past may have worked in the beginning according to the entitled and the select few that benefited from the old ways, but they have never worked through the eyes of the people who've been doing all the work for little reward in order for the select few at the top of the pile to take most of the benefits. Now more than ever, the world is ready and waiting and thirsty for what it is that you have to offer. Your gifts, your ideas, your services, your words, your music, your cooking, whatever it is that you are known for, whatever it is that deep down inside, you know that you have the ability to do. Deep down inside, you know you have the ability to change your life and the lives of those around you with your unique ideas, smile, education, services, experiences, or skills. And the thing is, you need to be smart about it. You need to be smart about where you decide to go from here. You know it's imperative to work smarter, not harder. Everyone is tired. It's imperative not to waste any of your energy or anybody else's. It's imperative to use your uniqueness, your skills, and wealth of experience with authenticity and integrity. You weren't born to be a cookie cutter replicant of everyone else on social media. You were born to find a way to be your best you, to serve your community, to get paid well for it, and to be fulfilled by it. If everybody else is zigging towards the AI cookie cutter programs, looking for the same, looking the same on social media, having all the same ideas, then this is the opportune time for you to zag, to connect with your inner creativity, your soul, the essence of you that no computer anywhere, anytime can ever get close to replicating. This is the time to trust yourself, to get up one more time and to have another go at your dreams. But not to have another go in the same way that you've done in the past. Not to beat your head against brick walls because the goalposts have shifted. It used to be that you could set your goals and work stronger, harder, faster towards your goal, and then you could get what you wanted. If you made the right steps, it used to be that you could force your way forwards like a schoolyard bully, but times have changed. None of us are putting up with that anymore. The way to get what you want has changed, and it's important that you make your decisions and to create the next path of your life and your future in accordance with what works now. My background in childhood started with strong masculine influence. I had 6 older brothers, and my father was determined to not have a spoilt little miss on his hands. So he made the declaration that there would be no favourites. That we would all be raised the same. And this means I was raised in a strong male paradigm, in the male way of thinking. I was raised to think logically, clearly, efficiently, fast and decisively. And this has served me extremely well throughout my life, including personally, professionally, and for sharing ideas and information in ways that are easy to understand and implement. And I naturally embody the innate feminine paradigm of intuition and feelings and inner knowing that's within all females and within the female aspects of all males and females alike. We all played sports, and for those of you with a sports background, you know what I mean when I say that it teaches you that if you believe the ball will go in the hole or over the net or over the fence or wherever it is that you want it to go, it's largely determined by your belief that it will or your doubt that it won't. Your focus and your mind and body aligning and connecting to seamlessly allow the results to happen. Your ability to get in the zone determines how well you do it in sports. And it's the same for music, academics, public speaking, gaming, cooking, painting, or anything else. To start with, you have to learn how to do it. You have to train yourself to be able to take the shot, to play the scales, to know the notes, to understand the letters of the alphabet, how to arrange the letters together to make words and sentences and stories. In the beginning, you have to learn the basic steps, and through repetition, you train yourself to do well. If you believe in yourself, you train yourself to do well. And if you don't believe in yourself, you train yourself to do it poorly. So at some point of your training, you go from consciously having to make something happen to it happening unconsciously. And when you get in the zone and you trust your mind and your body to allow it to happen, whether it's sports or music or academics or whatever else, that's where the magic happens. New Age spirituality calls it getting into the vortex. Modern neuroscience calls it aligning your frequency in the quantum field. Here's the thing. As well as being in the zone and as well as being in the vortex, as well as being aligned to the current frequency within the quantum field, you also have to be grounded. If you've got an electrical appliance, if you've got a hairdryer or a toaster or a vacuum cleaner or a lamp, if it's not plugged into the power point, it's useless to you. It's the same for you in your dreams. If you're not plugged into the power point, you have no power and your life won't work, no matter how good your ideas are, no matter how good your skills are. Unfortunately, there's more. If you, or your hairdryer, your toaster, your vacuum cleaner, your lamp is plugged into the power point, the switches still have to be turned on. The switch is on the appliance itself. The switch is at the power point, where the power connects into the building, where the building connects to the grid. All of the switches, all of the connections have to be turned on in order for the appliance to work. And it's the same for you in your life. You have to be turned on. You have to be connected to the earth. You have to be correctly connected to the quantum field in order for you to manifest what you want, regardless of how good your ideas are. If you want better health, if you want better finances, if you want better relationships, if you want a better sense of fulfilment, a better car, more holidays, or whatever it is for you, you have to get into the zone that matches the better outcome that you want. You have to get into the vortex that matches the better health, money, relationship, spiritual connection you want. You have to align with the quantum field with the frequency that matches the people, the outcome, and the situations that you prefer to attract. And the last few years have been tough for everybody. We're all a bit traumatized, tired and frustrated with poor leadership and fake news. And many of us have gone into our shells And in hindsight, this was good in some aspects because you were forced to look at who you really are and what's really important to you. And all of us now have a clearer picture of what we're good at and what we're not so good at. You know, where the wheels fell off, and if there was no audience, no approval, no obvious external direction. And equally, we all came to realise the benefits of being away from the external world. We all learned the benefits of not being so exposed to everyone else's emotions, ideas, ego, interruptions, distractions, and energies all day, every day. So the question is, where do you go from here? Do you go back to how it used to be? You know, probably not a good idea, given that that's where everything started from. Do you want to look at what somebody else is doing and try and do that? Probably not a good idea either, since you now know more than ever that you're unique, that you've got gifts and talents and skills and experiences that nobody else has. You know, what will you do with your uniqueness? You know, now that you know that it's a gift rather than a liability, how will you make sure you're in and stay in the zone? You know, stay in the vortex, stay correctly aligned with the quantum field. And if you drop out of the zone, how will you get yourself back in without creating anxiety, depression, confusion, or even more exhaustion? And how will you use your strengths to your advantage? What will you do with your flaws and your shadow aspects, that you discovered about yourself? How will you hear the voice of your soul so that you don't waste any more time, energy, or money chasing things that don't fulfill you? The great news is you don't have to do it alone. You know, my background is 40 years in private practice as a chiropractor, healer, business owner, author, and workshop facilitator, as well as meditation teacher and lapsed yoga teacher. And what I've learned through helping thousands of people in the last 4 decades, to helping them to get their health, their wealth, their relationships and spiritual connection they want, is that you have to decide. You have to start. And if you don't decide and you don't start moving towards the things that you want instead of what you don't want, you'll either get more of the same, you get more of what you've got already, or your life can even get worse than where you're at now. In working with thousands of people from every background, market, niche and side of the street, I've learned that you have to do what works. If you want to copy and paste, you have to copy and paste. Clicking delete won't get you what you want. If you want better health, eating cream cakes won't get you there. If you want better finances, spending more than you've got won't get you there. If you want better relationships, being an unreliable, self-centered jerk won't get you there. You know, you have to do what works. And that's where I come in. Seeing what works and what doesn't work is why I've put together the Reset Day. So you can have a fresh start. So you can have a clean slate. So you can build a new life, a new paradigm, a new future that's not tainted by your mistakes of your past. In the Reset Day, I'll take you through step by step how to get into the zone, how do you get into the vortex, how do you align with the future you want in the quantum field. I'll help you to understand how your thoughts are the electrical signals to the quantum field, how your thoughts are the masculine decisions that tell the universe what you're ordering. And I'll help you to understand that your feelings are the magnets that magnetize to you the people, the situations, the experiences that match your feelings. Your feminine feelings and your masculine thoughts need to be aligned and connected to the correct frequency. Your heart and your mind need to be connected to the correct frequency within the quantum field for you to get what you want. You have to be plugged into the power point and all the switches have to be turned on at the same time for you to get what you want. And I'll show you how. You can join us live in person and know without a doubt that you'll be mixing with like-minded people similar to yourself, introverted enough to want to be in your own space and your own uniqueness, and extroverted enough to get out of the house and make the changes that you know you need to make in your life. Or you can join online from wherever you are in the world, wherever you've got a good internet connection. It's completely up to you. What you do need to do is make the decision. Do you want more of what you've been going through? Or will you say yes to your fresh start? If you're like me and the people I work with, you'd love a fresh start. Make the decision you know you need to make, and I'll look forward to seeing you soon.